Good morning from a misty,
somewhat dampish
Luddington.
Yes, Luddington Lock. Joe is dressed for cold, wet weather. I am currently not, mainly because I've just been throwing the ball for George and I've overheated in my jumper.
And we know he's going to be cold in about half an hour.
Which is why I have my jumper.
You don't even know what a jumper is.
It's one of these. It's like a sweater, but I don't sweat in it, except for when I run.
But you do jump
George,
in it?
And then, yes, I do jump in it. Yes, I do, indeed. George lost a ball this morning, sad times. Threw the ball. He lunged at it, hit it with the front of his mouth, bounced it down the hill, went chasing after it, grabbed it, and then turned like this and went to catch it again or something and lumped it into the canal. And then it instantly sank.
We are going to go to Stratford today, which is very exciting. You excited?
So excited. We're going to see Shakespeare. Just walking along.
We told George he's going to meet Shakespeare.
Yeah, it's probably the name of a few thousand dogs in that town.
But we've got to go beyond Stratford because the end of the navigable navigation.
So are we doing that today, or are we just going to the moorings in Stratford and then thinking about going there?
I'd rather not do it today, personally.
Oh, we'll figure it out. Because we can get to the moorings at Stratford, have sort of a day there and everything, and then move up, move down, and turn onto the canal.
Yeah.
And then from there on, because this is the thing, Joe's been getting really antsy with the not being able to walk.
I haven't been getting antsy at all.
Well, you don't know being on the back of the boat.
I just feel sorry for George because George loves to walk and he doesn't mind being on the back of the boat anymore, and he's really good at getting on and off. Well, he's really good at getting on. Off. He's like a desperate hurry to get off. So we're trying to train him to get off, or to wait to be told he can get off.
A little bit of decorum.
Which is, yeah.
Not your thing, is it, George?
It's an ongoing project. But when there's two locks, like there is today, half a mile from each other, it's just easier to walk him from one to the other.
Yeah.
And we can't.
Here there's no walking path.
All these locks seem to be like on an island. Like, I really love the Avon as a river, and I think we're very lucky to have seen it at this time of year.
With very little traffic on it. Moorings are easy.
It's very different. Like, the weirs are all a bit, like, the whole thing just feels a bit rough and ready, like, not being disrespectful, but the weirs are just like a load of rocks thrown down, whereas on lots of other rivers, the weirs are like these
very engineered
concrete structures that are, very angular and...
Yeah, and here you'll come around a corner and there's just a huge field of boulders with water cascading over them. It's really pretty. A little bit disturbing when it's the first thing you see.
It's like, where's the lock? Just see like some...
And going downhill, there's quite a few of them where basically they would just vanish. They'd be like a reflecting pool. The
locks are all a little bit different. I mean, I love the fact that each lock has got some plaque on it saying this was, restored thanks to this person. And they all have a certain charm about them.
Yeah. And the winding gear on all of them is really quite well designed and easy to move and everything.
You wind for about half an hour, but it's really easy.
Yeah, but it's really easy to do it.
On the canal, when you cross over the gates, there'll be a handlebar on one side and some non-slip surface, whereas here there's always non-slip floor and there's two handlebars either side, so you can't really fall in.
The ladders in the locks and some of the walkways across, the safety bars are wide enough for Joe.
Well, even I struggle, especially when there's a winding gear sticking out.
Yeah, but me, I'm just stuck here. I'm not going anywhere. And the ladders are kind of weird because some of them have there's no indication as you're climbing up that your hand's getting to the top of the handrail.
Yeah, the handrail finishes very low down.
Really low down. So so far low down that for me, if I was standing there, the handrail would be below my waist. So as I get to the top of the ladder, I've got to do this weird thing to get around it, and then I get stuck going through the bars. Not everybody's problem, I'm sure, but for the mountain men.
The locks are because I guess of the force of the river, they're very rapid, they're very fast. They fill very fast, so the trick is just to crack it the tiniest bits and go slowly, and when you're a boat on your own, only do the paddle on the side of the boat until you get above the opening. But
for the most part it's been really easy. There was that one yesterday, that one lock that we could not get open. Yeah. Joe was hanging off of it, yanking for dear life. You were able to get it up about a centimeter, right?
Yeah, but I was holding it there and I was trying to put more force on it, and I have to let go.
So then I had to get off the boat. Joe got onto the boat. I got up and started reefing on it. There was a leak, the gates above us had not closed completely, so there was quite a bit of water coming through, and there was some sort of a leak through one of the paddles.
So basically,
but they were both all the way down.
The lock was filling up as fast as it was emptying, and it just didn't get to the balance point. Like, it got like a millimetre away, but there was just too much force of water.
So I ended up having to lean like full body against it and yank with all my might to get it to maybe an inch or so.
And then
at that point the water started moving.
You had to compose yourself and just hang there.
Just be like, okay, I'm just going to hang here for a while. All right, I can breathe again. Then I got around to the other side and started shoving on it. And once I got it to about a foot open, it started to actually move.
But luckily that one was really shallow.
Yeah. Or it would have been impossible.
That's the funny thing as well. Like, some of the locks are, 2 feet, and others, like that last one, was a good 8 foot.
Yeah.
We've got 2 more locks to do.
2 more locks to go. And then, no doubt, there will be wandering minstrels on the side of the canal and people shouting us in iambic pentameter. So I'm looking forward to that part.
It was just a little trip today, 2 locks.
Yeah, about 4.5 miles.
Yeah, 2 hours maybe.
Not too bad.
And we are
No
in
major adventure.
Well, there was the first lock where
The fire.
someone had a bonfire and abandoned it, and left an awful lot of rubbish. So that rubbish is now on the front of our boat. Yay.
Yeah, not because we rammed it or anything, because we picked it up. Yeah, it's well, Joe picked it up.
So yeah, now we're in. Now we're in Shakespeare.
Now we're in Shakespeare. We're in Stratford-Upon-Avon.
Which makes sense because we've just travelled up the Avon.
Yeah, we're going to go looking for the statue of. Apparently, there's a statue of John Falstaff
I
somewhere.
was going to go looking for lunch.
Oh, we're going to go looking for lunch, and I'm going to go looking for a statue of Falstaff. And down that way in the church down there is apparently the Bard's own burial place. So that's it, Stratford-Upon-Avon. We
Yeah.
made it this far. Only a little bit of the Avon left to go. We'll go up and back.
And then up that way.
And then up that way. But we've made it here. A couple of days in Stratford, I think, ahead of us.
Yeah, I think so.
Sitting possibly on this side, and then a couple of days in the basin once we've done that bit.
Once we've done that bit.
Yeah, on we go. As you like it, as it were. Are we recording? Yes. Yes. Froggy say yes. Yes, Froggy. George had chewed that ball so that it was making a noise like the Pac-Man video game. Like, seriously, he's sitting there and they're going walk up, 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 walk up the whole morning. Like,
This vlog should be called The Chronicles of George.
It is the whole thing is the Chronicles of George.
Except sometimes we forget to put him in it.
Yeah, we call it minimalist because we didn't have George when we got it, but since then we realized we should really name it George TV.
The Chronicles of George.
The Chronicles of George. Kind of like the Chronicles of Riddick, except for much better.
I was going to go for the Chronicles of Narnia.
Even better.
Better than C.S. Lewis?
Oh, yes.
Oh, you don't like the religion.
Well, I don't like the religion that much. I also just found him to be like overly florid and basically kind of ludicrously cynical about human beings and also lions. He was violent to lions, and I didn't like that. And there's a whole...
Anyway, let's get back to the point.
Basically, he was, you know...
No, not that point. The
Okay.
point of the vlog.
Oh, all right. Sorry, I thought we were going to the point of Chronicles of Narnia, which was to more or less sell more cupboards, right? It was really a product placement for wardrobes.
IKEA.
Where were we?
We're in
What were we
Luddington.
talking about? Wandering minstrels on the side of the canal and people shouting us in iambic pentameter. So I'm looking forward to that part.
Me too. Let's go.
10 beats to double stress iambic pentameter. 5, yeah, okay, never mind.
Comment below if you
High, low,
understand
high,
what he's
low,
talking
high, low.
about.
Okay, yeah.
I don't. No doubt I'll get the explanation on there.
Of iambic pentameter?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to get the explanation of iambic pentameter, but they're not going to get the explanation.
Lucky me, aren't you all jealous?
Yeah. It's already booted! I am prepared for any sword fighting that is required of me.
It appears Michael's a bit giddy about being... See, there's the basin. I told you there was a basin.
Yes, and there's some locks on this side of the basin that you...
Alright, let's just get this video done.
Let's get this freaking video done.
I didn't say frickin'.
Oh.
Let's say, where's the dog? And then the ball dropped.
And then the
Oh,
ball.
it's right there.
Please. Right here.